Oh, there we go. I was doing my two screens so that I can have more visibility.
Yes,
And we have succeeded. Welcome. We're live. Cash, are we live?
we are live.
We are now live. What's going on, y'all? Happy Monday. Whew, the last Monday of January. It is January 27th. 27 days into the new year. And how visible have you been to your business? How visible have you been to your family, to your personal well-being? Are we paying attention? Are our eyes open or closed? Let us know in the comments below. We love when y'all join the lives. We are here every single Monday, so make sure you are here. And to be early is to be on time. But today, what are we talking about, Cash? Because it's 27 days into the new year, and I see some people in the comments talking about, oh, still, working on getting my goals, working on getting goals. It's 27 days into the new year. Are we not visible enough? What are we talking about today?
We have to be visible. We have to get visible. So, I want to know, like, are you lacking visibility in your business right now? That's what I want to know because that's what we'll be talking about today. How important it is for us to be visible in our business and our lives because we live in a world where visibility is super crucial, but not just any type of visibility, but being visible online because it's a global platform when you're talking about online. When you're talking about online, you have the ability to reach so many different people. I mean, there's millions, billions of people across the world that will be able to access who you are, what you do, how you do it, where you do it, and all of these different things. And you are limiting yourself if you are not being visible in 2025. So, being that, like you said, Jasmine, you alluded to it, that we are 27 days into 2025. We are in the first quarter. We need to get intentional
Mm,
about being visible. See, because a lot of times people want to start a business, have impact, and we move into this realm of like, well, I want to make money and I want to profit and I want to do all of these things. But when it comes to being visible,
mm.
it's like, hold on now, wait, what y'all talking about? You like, but you just said you want to make impact, you want to start a business,
Mm,
you want to make profit. But
mm,
when you have the pathway or a pathway to do that, you are hit. We are hit oftentimes with what I like to say is excuses because if you really want something, you're going to do what it takes to get the thing that you want, which in this case, we're talking about having a successful, profitable business that thrives online in today's market, 2025, and the things that you need to be doing and why it's important for you to be visible online. Because if you aren't visible, somebody once told me that people cannot support a silent business or a ghost business because
mm,
they just don't know you.
mm,
Newsflash is that the people in your industry that you see that is getting notoriety, it's not because they know more than you or they're better than you. It's because they show up more than you.
mm.
That's it. That's literally the common denominator, right? And you know me, I ain't even no math person. Listen, the math don't be mathing. It's like You cannot post one time and then be like, hey, I created this ebook, I created this product, and nobody's buying. Sweetie, they can't see you.
The sweetie's taking me out.
They don't know you. They don't know you yet.
Right.
Like, you have to be consistent. Like, I mean, yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, so
That visibility is key. The sweetie taking me out because it's very simple. Like sometimes we got to be simple with the words, like Hash is just telling us. Like it's really about showing up and not just showing up, putting on your clothes, popping out, but showing up with value. Drop value in the chat. Value from your visibility. That's what the digital marketing is all about. Y'all, you feel me? Like the visibility. Matter of fact, being that visibility is so important, especially in business. I want to share with y'all something that I found that I thought would be good to share because a lot of people have struggled or are struggling with visibility, period. And that could be physically showing up in your life, that could be emotionally showing up in your life, but essentially, the visibility with value is what is going to take your business and your life to the next level, especially now. Like, online is not going anywhere, right? Okay, now y'all can see my screen, right? So, this literally says because the reason why visibility is so quote unquote a problem or getting visible is quote unquote a problem or a challenge is because of all the reasons we make up to fear putting ourselves out there. People ask questions like, do I even have anything original to say? What will people think of me? What if I'm boring? What if someone says mean things or calls me out? What if I don't know as much as I think I know? That's a good one. Or what if I get rejected? What if someone judged me? And just know that we are speaking on this because we have been through this. And even now, to this day, there are different levels that you get at that you are still going to, because we're human, question yourselves, right? But leading back to the why, I feel like is so important. The why that you start off with answers every single one of these questions. Literally, like if you ever ask yourself a question, you go back to your why, I guarantee you'll find the answer in the actual question that you're asking yourselves because we have all been there. And if you haven't, then hopefully you don't have to. But 9 times out of 10, you will be in a place where, people will judge you. People will be in your business. People will, be talking, or you might have a moment where you stumble, or you might have a moment where you need to pause and just gather your thoughts. But that's all a part of the process of being a different version of you. A big entrepreneur, a successful business owner is the willing to take on something that you've never done before or something that you've never committed or been consistent to before. And that visibility is really most of the times, especially with entrepreneurs, digital marketing being online is the main reason why businesses aren't growing, why you are not growing. Because even though you're not alone, anyone running the business can really get to another level as long as you don't allow fear to control you. If you wake up and you look in the mirror, what's the visibility you see? You see you. Well, what do you see about yourself? What's the first thing you say to yourself? What's the affirmations you're giving yourself for the day? How are you speaking to yourself in the morning? That's the first visibility that sets the tone. So let's start there. Let's just take it step by step by step. We don't gotta think too much. We don't have to think too much. That's why DMU, we keep it what? Very simple. Very simple. Shit.
yeah.
Honestly, that's really what's gonna help. It's really starting it in the beginning of your day. Your affirmations, what's leading you to the success that you are ready for. is how you allow yourself to see yourself. That's the first visibility. Forget being online, forget all the other stuff. How do you see yourself? Do you even see yourself being online? Do you even see yourself with the millions of dollars? Do you see yourself with the millions of people that want to connect with you? Do you see yourself helping hundreds of thousands of people? Like, where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself, Cash?
Listen, I am looking into this chat GPT right now.
She giving y'all the
uh,
best. There's so much going on in this world that we need to understand the
exactly.
truth.
And why is it important to be a visible business owner in 2025? And I just want to break down some of the stuff based on what's happening. So let's see. Let's share the screen and let's see. So, as you know, uh can you see my screen? Hold on, let's see.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, listen, ChatGPT is not going anywhere. So we all know that, and it's still going crazy right now. It's listed so many reasons. But look, I asked why is it important to be visible as a business owner online in 2025? And as you can see, it's just going crazy. I just want to go over a few.
Yeah.
But if you look at the first one, it's like, listen, online presence equals credibility. Like we talk about KLT all the time, know, like, and trust. But listen, I do this. I'm sure you do this as well. Like people research everything online before making a decision. And if your business isn't visible, it seems less credible because there's so many different businesses out there. There's so many different things. But one of the things is like, I don't believe in saturation because I feel like everybody has a voice for their direct target audience. Even if we do the same thing, we don't, there are no two things alike. Everybody has their own UVP. Write that in the chat, unique value proposition. And this right here is going to help you with your unique value proposition as well as your know, like, trust factor. A lot of people sleep on this, but listen, simply being online just shows credibility. Although we know everybody online is not credible, but just this alone shows that. So you really have to stand out. Like you cannot thrive in the online market without being online, right? Like you cannot have an online business and you're not online. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't work. Like you cannot call yourself an online business. Um, you just can't. And here's another thing. Consumer expectations have shifted. And this one too, the digital marketplace is the norm, which is so true. Because we have tools like YouTube and Google, which are the top two platforms which we go over inside of Digital Millionaire University all the time, which you'll see in the description as well for you to sign up to learn more about what we do inside of here. But listen, the digital marketplace is the norm. It's not going anywhere. And as you can see, with things heightening as it pertains to artificial intelligence, which is accessible to you online in a digital marketplace, it is the go-to. We've seen that. You can see that with malls, all these different places. Like everybody shops online. You have big marketplaces such as Amazon. And this is where people go to because it's easier for them, it's accessible, and it's just more convenient. And people operate out of convenience. So if you're not online, you're missing out on a significant portion of potential customers. Let's just say, okay, cost effective. Oh, I love this one because a lot of people say, well, I don't have money or I don't have a lot of money. I'm not a big brand and all these different things. But guess what? Social media online, for the most part, is free 99. You have all of these different platforms TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, X, like LinkedIn, all of these different social media platforms, email marketing. They even have free tools out there for email marketing. MailChimp is one for like your first 100 individuals. MailerLite, I believe, is another one. But listen, you have all of these platforms to promote your business. It's very cost effective. So if you have a business model, if you have something that people want to know and they want to learn, you have to be visible. And this is the most like going to lease out of space, a brick and mortar is super risky. Like people take risks. At least you can test and validate your business model on an online platform before you go out and buy a brick and mortar without having to put up so much upfront costs. I mean, I love both. I love brick and mortar locations because I love in person, but I love virtual as well because you're able to reach so many different individuals that you would not be able to help or touch or impact if it wasn't for online visibility, online marketing, digital marketing, building connection. I love this. Collaboration opportunities. This is so true. We talk about collaboration all the time. Just by you simply being visible online, it opens up another revenue stream for you to actually be able to partner with organizations. And I'm talking about like cause-based organizations, nonprofit, for-profit, those brands that you consume on a daily basis or that you love. Like all of these things are super important, and you're able to see people are able to see you online and they are able to immediately recognize the alignment, but you are also able to reach out to individuals and they can see who you are as a representative of who you are online, which is great. And it's like it's not this like long driven out portfolio like, oh, I have to be online for like 200 years or 20 years for a company to recognize me. No, 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 no. So this is important. I love it. And that's just the different things that I wanted to point out. So these are just some of the big points of why and it even says it here, look, ultimately online visibility is no longer an option. So what I'm telling you in 2025, if it's essential for your survival, your growth, and your relevance. If you want to be relevant in your space and you want to take up space in your niche and your business model and whatever it is that you're doing, you need to show up online, but you need to show up with a strategy, which is where DMU, also known as Digital Millionaire University, comes into place to help you with that. And I'm going to pass it back to you, Jasmine, and then we can wrap up with something I want to let people know about visibility and the different ways that they can get more visible in 2025.
Period. Because what one thing's for sure, two things for certain. What we gonna do is give you actionable steps to get it going literally today. And so I love the one thing that I saw on there. It said something about customer loyalty, right? And I don't know how many of y'all like if y'all looking for a new place to eat or y'all want to go off for a new place or you want to travel somewhere, like put it in the chat. Put a 10 in the chat where you're searching online to get all the information that you need to. Put a 1 in the chat if you're not looking online, you're just gonna go to the next place that you see, you writing down the blog if you want to find something. Exactly. Look at all them 8, 9, 10, 10. Exactly. Because there's power in visibility. Like that is just essential. And so we need to take out the negative, the self-sabotaging, even the self-judgment. Like being in multimedia, being in editing, being in videography, 9 times out of 10 or 7 times out of 10, I'm sorry, it's more so like not that we're apprehensive about other people judging us, but it's more so about us judging ourselves. Like, oh nah, the hair did not look good, or oh nah, you was stuttering, or oh nah, you don't think that made sense. And in all actuality, the self-doubt is the self-judgment that prevents us from posting or creating. Like, how many of us in this chat literally have content in our phones backed up and haven't even posted them? A shoot. Y'all see my avatar, just know she's waving both of her hands because the storage is immaculate at this point. And so being visible, it attracts the new opportunities. It attracts your influence. It attracts your honesty and clarity of who you really are, or what it is you actually love, or who you truly want to help. You see, we are often finding out, okay, well, what do we need to focus on, or how can we be better in this part of our business? How can we do this to reach this amount of people? When in actuality, just taking a look at who it is that you are and what you love and how you can create that into a platform, with whether it's series on and content, whether it's showing up live every week, whether it's having your own community, whether that's you talking to every person that you meet in the street or events. Those are all ways of building who it is that you are. And that is so important because you are the biggest, the bestest. Is bestest a word? It is today. The biggest, the bestest version of your business, of your online marketing, of your platform. And so that's how we have to move. That's how we have to walk. That's how we have to talk. Like, if somebody's speaking about YouTube and they not thinking me, I'm not doing my job. Respectfully, I'm not doing my job. If somebody talking about AI digital products and you don't hear Kiana's name, Cash, and then, like, there's no way that we can say we going hard in the paint. And that's how it has to be for you. It has to be that every person you're talking to, they are visibly aware of what it is that you do because you speak it. And what you speak, you actually seek. And so being open about your process, being open about your vision, being open about your overall mission is what is going to allow you to gain the actual success that you keep putting on your vision board 27 days ago, that you keep putting in the forefront of your mind every single day, or every single week, or every single month, or every time you look into your husband or your wife's face or your kid's face. Like, when it literally comes to editing, you know, people say that they don't have the time. Well, guess what? You can easily outsource. Matter of fact, send us a message. Y'all have our email on YouTube, or drop editing under this video. So that way, if you need help or any assistance with that, we can get it to you directly. That is exactly what we're here for, because we've been there. I started editing over 5+ years ago. And look at where I'm at now today, with two managing teams, multiple editors, multiple managers, multiple project managers, including myself, right? To be extremely vulnerable with you, because we are building. And I'm just grateful and gracious to say that I am not where I once was, but I'm grateful for the development that has gotten me from what it was to now what it is and what it's gonna be. But that would never happen if I didn't choose me, if I didn't choose being visible to help others. So I really, if you didn't take away anything from today, we need to create the relationship with yourself to know that you are important. Your legacy is to be documented, recorded, and shared with the world to help masses of people, to help your inner being, to help your confidence, to help your strategic partnerships, to know that you are an authority on these platforms, especially YouTube. Long-term results, high long-term results, the best social media platform that you can be on. And we go straight into that with DMU. And you could go ahead and click the link in the comments below, because DMU is always here to help you, right? We have other clients, we do other big things, but we have to keep our university here because we know how important it is for those that want to be online and may not necessarily have certain finances or certain time to allocate to the one-on-one or the high tickets that we offer and help with. Now you have the opportunity to get it done with us, right? With the resources, with the community, with the other students, with the other mentees. And that just sets you apart from where you used to be to where you're going to be. So please, 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 anything can happen tomorrow. So just get it done today. Make the decision today. Okay? I got my mind made up and I want
Yes,
that. Hey.
yes, yes. And to close, I want to give just some information just to share on what you can expect from visibility showing up online. So, as you can see here, you see some of the top trends, right, for 2025, and you can see that we have video on different platforms. We have, which we all know, YouTube has short form video, TikTok, Instagram, voice search optimization. So listen, voice assistants, being able to do voiceovers, those are going to be so good, which comes with being visible online and creating content. Some of the things that we talk about all the time, micro influencer collaboration. So this is why I want to say, for all the individuals out there, don't panic. If you don't have any visibility, you still have an opportunity, because listen, micro influencer collaborations are predicted to be one of the top trends in 2025. And all that means is that if you are a smaller creator, meaning not smaller as in like you're short or you're small, because we are all big businesses, but you have high engagement with niche audiences, key, right? Which we talk a lot about niching down. There is a debate about should you niche or should you not niche. My theory is always going to be niching down, because it's a hyper focus. It's being able to focus on that one group or segmentation, and then you can go broader from there. But that is your way in the door. So I want to turn that to your attention for that. And those are just some ways for you to become more visible. And then, of course, our favorite, we love to talk about long form content. And as you can see, it's long form content. That was something that was searched the SEO term. So I want to let you know people are searching for, is long form content coming back? And the answer is yes, of course it is. Because listen, here are the reasons why: audience diversity, creative freedom, improved ROI. And if you don't know what ROI is, return on investment, which we love to talk about inside of DMU. We break down how you're able to get your return on investment through the use of long form content, which is typically seen on platforms such as YouTube, where they can improve the return on your investment because people stay longer, watch your videos longer, and it helps with SEO, which is search engine optimization, which we go over that and break that down and why that's important. And then, of course, audience demand. Like, people are looking for more in-depth information and content because they want to be engaged and emotionally, I want you to pay attention to this, connected to the content. We see more and more people today who wants to be engaged and emotionally connected to the content. All that means is that they want to be emotionally invested into you, your brand, and what you bring to the table. So that is why it is imperative that you get visible and you learn how to get visible online through platforms such as YouTube. Because listen, it's the second most searched engine in the world. Everybody goes on YouTube. So why not be on YouTube if that's your place to go to when you want to learn information? And we all have a purpose here. So I want you to dig deeper into your purpose. And the next time you question whether or not you should be visible, or you can't, or you're not techie, like all of these different reasons. Matter of fact, drop in the chat, like, what's your reason for not being visible online? I want you to think about how many people are you missing out on, and how you aren't doing your purpose by not being online and being visible. And that's just what I wanted to share. So that is what I wanted to share with everyone. And make sure that you obviously like, share, comment, and subscribe and follow us because we want to help you get visible online and make sure that you are joining us on our live masterclass that we do every other Monday at 8 p.m. So the next one is coming up for next Monday, which is what? I don't know the date. Let me pull up my phone.
The
Let me see.
3rd,
What is Monday?
the 3rd of February.
Okay, perfect. The 3rd of February. So make sure y'all tune in with us, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Any last words, Jasmine?
Yeah, keep your eyes open and your hearts open even wider because it's happening for you. It is happening for you, especially when you tapped in with DMU. Let's get it.
All right.